Hey, what's going on everyone? This is JoeYoursTruly back with another video, and today we're gonna be playing some Shinbi Offlane. So very fun thing is that I'm recording this video right after I'm done casting with the PCC. So I haven't quite find out just yet if who won that final tournament, but it's just one thing for sure. It is I am very excited because I saw the Shinbi being picked up in the offlane by Snoop, and he was shredding through the offlane. Because like the big thing about offlane in these tournament settings is the fact that you see a lot of steals, you see a lot of Sevarog just kind of really just dominating the offlane, just being staple picks. But in all the games we have seen with Shinbi offlane picking up by worse timing, Shinbi is actually a very good counter to these tanks, which is really good. Like even to the point where she really shut down the Sevarog by herself offlane. In the next draft, the Sevarog wasn't banned, but they did not pick it up at all because they were too scared to do the Sevarog into the Shinbi again. So needless to say, I was very excited seeing that, and I just have to try this build out myself. So this is kind of like the build that was being won in the offlane with great success, and that is the Megacosm into Tainted Scepter and Worldbreaker 3rd. So not doing like the Life Binder 2nd or the Worldbreaker 2nd, it's actually gonna be Tainted Scepter 2nd, and the main reason is because you get like this kind of stacking mechanic where after like 15 stacks, your next ability does a lot of bonus like true damage. It's actually very good with poking your opponent out of lane. It's a kind of interaction I haven't played as much as I would say myself, but I can see why it works very good. But not against like a tank matchup per se, but Shinbi is still like a very formidable threat against the Quench. Because she definitely kind of outranges the Quench, and she will kind of outscale him actually, funny enough. So right now, I'm getting feel for this point. She's definitely playing pretty aggressive, I would say. So missed a kill right there. So we're just kind of tiptoeing around his abilities and whatnot right now. Might have to go for the R&B 2nd just to be a little cautious of this early gank. So I might actually put a wall right there. So if they want to try to invade, I can see him coming from that direction at the very least. The Crunch will have that little early edge on Shinbi, but the nice thing about Shinbi is that she's very good at farming from afar, so we can definitely use that to our advantage, 100%. Dodge that, and I'm looking to get another R&B through, and I did connect right there. Had to be a little mindful of the fact that we don't have our Magician Crest, so we're gonna run out of mana pretty quickly if we keep using it too much on repeat, so we have to be a little bit mindful of that fact, right? I won't be able to pull that in as good as I like, but I can definitely do a decent job on farming this out. Because right now it's shoved all the way into my tower. I have level 3, so I'm feeling pretty much better for going for these. I didn't quite dodge that as good as I like. Still has R&B, so I have to be a little respectful of that actually. We see the Crunch on my side, so I can try to bait something out potentially. I'm getting low on mana, that's a big thing. I probably have to stop using my R&B so much in this matchup. I have to like use my key more conservatively like this. There's a ton of farm I'm matching him, and that's good because I will outscale the Crunch eventually. I just have to play the little patient game, right? And he's actually gonna go for the tier buff. I'm trying to tell my jungle, hey, he's doing that, but this my Crunch may not be there on time unless okay, he's calling this. So let's see if we can scare him off a little bit. We saw the right in front of his face. Let's try to jump in front of him, and it's almost got him right there. That's a very good game. Very nice attempt. I tried to stand in front of him, but the Crunch did a small thing and immediately blink away, so I was not able to stand in front of him for when he dashed it out like that. But this is very good. This is giving me the breathing room I need to kind of start the snowball right now in this laning phase. Nice, we got that all shoving nice and good. Gonna be on a little awkward back angle. We're not gonna have enough upon the staff. We may wait and bait for it because the wave is gonna be crashing back towards us. I think it's worth me waiting a little bit. I might lose some CS because I'm green, but this is like a very good back, and it's hard to like usually get it. So I think I'm gonna just shoot just missing some of that CS and make sure I pick up this opponent's death right here. There we go. So now we're gonna go back to the lane. So far, still up on CS. He's actually going for the anti-blight, but I'm not actually building like a life binder. So, I mean, he's probably using the counter mice healing with Arcane Crest, but usually you see Shinbi running the life binder off lane, but that's not what we're doing. We're doing a different kind of build, and that's the build that's been kind of like popping off really hard in this last tournament. So, that's something I just wanted most to showcase today. So, we're not actually going to be building to life binder at all. Right now, I still have a wave advantage, so I'm just kind of respecting it. I'm not going to walk up at all. I'm just going to wait for it to slowly crash back into me. And the cool thing is I can always heal far. So you see how I got the low, range means low, so it's pushing into me. I'm going to instantly clear this wave and it's going to reset back to neutral. Nice. Right now, I'm trying to still get a feel for the clinch. He's not playing a little bit more passive, but he has 6, so he's want to try to get aggressive soon, I would imagine. But I'm about to hit 6 too myself, but he definitely has the bigger power spike in the 6 compared to me, I would say. I think once I especially get Megacosm online, that's when I can really start to pop off, right? For some reason, the minions ignore me right there, so it's gonna crash in all the way, unfortunately. See the crunch actually backing off all the way. So definitely interesting stuff. Oh, I messed up my wave. I kind of creeped out a little bit, but it is what it is. I guess I can just shove this last wave out really quickly and then just go for the 2 buff, honestly. Because if I can just keep getting these 2 buffs back to back, it's gonna be really beneficial in the long run for us, ladies and gents. So we got that shove in. We do see the clench still hanging around, so he got the wither buff is what he got. He's gonna try to go for the steal. One more Q. And I'm able to still in front of his face because Shinbi Q is very good, I say, with last hitting. So I'm actually not gonna back. I'm not feeling threatened. Like, I have that health bar advantage, I have the level advantage. I have my blinking on B, so I'm feeling pretty safe, I actually. So actually, I can withstand this wave because I was thinking about maybe going back in, but I'm just like actually very so I unfortunately won't be able to go do anything in that instance. But definitely we're getting close, like, and definitely once we do get Megacosm, that's when we start to really pop off. So I'm not too worried with how things are going. Big thing is we didn't have to like blink out of that. We try to see if we can go for that trade, but Crunch is still very strong at the level 6, 100%.
Allied tower under attack.
And right now we got a nice freeze. We can kind of hold the freeze right here. We see Crunch on our blue side, so that means that if the Crunch kind of steps up and Crunch sees that, we'll be able to kind of get a gank on him. Dang, oh my god, just one more ability. Oh my goodness. And look at that, we're able to get the kill right there. Unfortunately, I can probably re-engage on this side, but it looks like we are backing off. Oh no! A lot of stuff going on right here. I'm just more so scared of the Greystone coming in, but it looks like I think we're backing off right now. So I'll take a I want to really take a reset, but I really want to get my 700 gold. Greystone is pushing this out, so I want to just at least farm this wave up. So I think if I can farm this wave and the next one pretty good, I'll be able to get the Megacosm that I really want before I look at resets. I just gotta back off immediately because I'm low on mana and I have enough of Megacosm, so I'll lose the 2 buff on this left side, but I'm gonna have a really good power spike right here with the Megacosm. Now, second item is when I'm gonna go to Tainted Scepter. That's the biggest difference in this Shinbi build, at least from what I showcased, because I think Tainted Scepter has been one of Shinbi quite a lot of times, but now I kind of see like exactly what's going on with this item to be comfortable enough using this and knowing that it's actually very, very good. Because once we get this stacked up, not only is reduce the healing on crunch, but every time we have the max stacks, we can go look for the Q, and it's gonna do even more damage with our Tainted Scepter proc. So that's why we're just playing for, honestly. Looking to hard engage, we just merely dash out. Trying to sneak in some heals whenever I can is what I want to do.
Allied tower under attack.
And there's the gank coming in right here. I'm just gonna blink out immediately. Yeah, Gang is trying to really blow me out right now. I'm really trying to look hard for this punch because he's getting low. If I can poke him enough, I think I have enough to actually kill him with my ultimates. But with the Gideon rotating like that, I'm not going to be able to find that as easily. And I think he's going to take the 2 buff before I even reach there. Oh, he actually took it back right there. So that means we just look to push this out really fast. So actually, I'm gonna go mid. But I'll at least be able to catch some of this wave and not let it do too much damage to the turret. Okay. I'll take a reset right here. And by the way, the interesting thing to note is that Greystone mid has been starting to become a thing because a lot of high elo players who actually been running it was doing like the overload and like Tainted Gardens running down the mid laner on repeat. Because like the Greystone mid is just a very W key void. He can run down the mid lane with his ultimate especially. So you see him just going for the tower dive and kill on the Greystone Gideon because he's not able to do anything against like a hero that has a second life essentially that's very potent for the tower dives. You see Crunch over there, I'm using this opportunity to farm up and try to take down the T1 on this left side. And we're gonna get the tower right there. We see the Crunch still kind of pushing over there. I'm gonna back off. Seems like he's kind of rotating over. Actually, he's not. Yeah, still. Alright, that means we're just gonna keep pushing. We have a big wave. Okay, I think I'm gonna start to back off just a little bit. I don't think we can take it down fast enough. So we don't want to get collapsed on while greediness on the push. And we just see the Crunch just came around the corner right there. And that's 3 people on this left side. Might not be able to do anything. Yeah. That's just like a lot of people over here. So unfortunately, we're gonna go down right there, but that's just a lot of people coming over. If it was just one less person, we probably would have gone out there, but that was a very coordinated 3 people coming over to shut us down, right? But I mean, we are doing really good against the Crunch, all things considered, like looking at the CS lead. So we're not. So the Crunch doesn't have really an edge. He only have an edge in maybe the all-ins, but I'm building more and more items, and I just kind of outscale him as the game goes on. So I'm not too afraid of what's going on this left side, 100%. And looks like dual lane is popping off. Are they gonna get everything? And look at that, the crunch jungle showing who's the superior crunch in this game. We love to see it, ladies and gents. That was actually very close. Despite my crunch having 3-1 lead against the crunch 0-2, offlaner do get more XP than the jungler usually, so he almost won that just based on that alone. But the fact that we haven't been giving this crunch any kills means that made the difference in that my crunch not getting killed right there. So that crunch is coming in from spawn, so we're gonna let that shove in because we're looking at maybe pushing out mid out. Because yeah, the crunch immediately responded on that side. Let's get a nice ward right here. So I'm gonna go back to left side because I need to go defend that tower. Because the Greystone was kind of like hovering the Feint too, so I figure I can catch that wave a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit slow on this tower right here.
Allied tower under attack.
Just a little bit, but I don't think this crunch is gonna take it down anytime soon still. So very good stuff. And this is where we're gonna really start to try to slow down the queues on this crunch. Just immediately respect him right there. Oh, my thing went out right there. But we all just win that really hard. I was actually surprised at the damage output, but that's what I mean. The Megacosm is actually very potent on Shinbi, and we're able to really shred through that crunch, especially since he's being more like assassin-ish, not really being that many good bulky kind of items. So we're able to really shred through him really quickly right there, as you guys saw. So we're just going to try to apply pressure on this left side because obviously they're all on the Feint twos, and so we're going to be trying to knock down the T2 tower while they're still over there because we still have, and that is the Greystone that's going to be stopping our back right here, or stopping that push. So that means I don't have a Greystone over there. The question is, will the crunch be there on time to help with the Feint twos? So he's just gonna be kind of... He's actually gonna... Okay, I guess... Interesting stuff. So he's kind of being a really big nuisance right now. But he just doesn't catch us at all, as you guys see. And see where my wave is at. It's all pushed all on the left side, so we can take this back, because they're not gonna push into the T1 tower anytime soon. We've got Tainted Scepter. This is where we can really poke very effectively well. And I'm kind of sad that we didn't see the usual kind of tank off lane in this instance, because it would really be the best showcase of why exactly this build. But it's really good in the tournaments because you see that Sevarog almost always pick in the off lane, and this very specific build you can go on Shinbi with like the Megacosm Tainted Scepter World Breakers. It's actually a really good counter to this Sevarog offlane pick, and just any tank picks in general. So Shinbi is putting in some siege work in this tournament, and it's still perfectly fine in these what you call. So we're taking a look at our stacks on now Tainted Scepter. And look at that, the Quench is getting low scale with 2 levels up on him. We are definitely putting in some siege works against this Quench. So I might actually go for all in right here. I want to give one more kill. Okay, I'll just use ult. Then he blinks out, we'll just use that to confirm the kill. Very nice and easy stuff right there, ladies and gents. And that's only the Sparrow alive, so this is a free D2 tower if I do say so myself, ladies and gents. And we do see the Greystone coming in. I think we take this fast enough. Yeah, we take this fast enough. Obviously, we can easily outrun the Greystone in this case. So even against the Greystone offlane, I think Shinbi is actually very good because she does a lot of high damage, and she has that mobility to always like play safe against like the Greystone, like being able to outrange him and be able to not really like take too much damage from him, as long as she have her dash up. So enough for 40 crystal. This is definitely a very strong T2 item, so it's perfect time to back. We're gonna go back to left and just keep on pushing left. The big thing about Shinbi is that she's best suited for the split pushing. That's kind of what made her really pop from the tournament. The fact that as long as you win your lane, you can apply so much pressure in the split push. They always have to have someone over there, let's say the Steel Sevarog, and they're supposed to be at those team fights. But the Shinbi can keep the Steel Sevarog in your lane and not make them rotate at all to end these team fights. So when I saw Snoop just taking really good advantage of that in the tournament setting, I got really excited seeing that pop up, because it was definitely a huge offlane diff with just how the way Super was playing. So I'm very excited to be able to like show off this build 100%. And again, we do see the Greystone. Well, so much stronger than the Greystone too. So honestly, we're just gonna keep shoving this in, and he's never gonna be in those team fights. Because as long as we are popping and alive. Is he looking at me? I'm not sure he's baiting. But I'll just keep striking Qs because we do more than enough damage to him. Yeah, because the Crunch is trying to rotate over because he's like, nope, I'm not doing the Shinbi anymore. I'm gonna make the Greystone deal with me. But the Greystone is just not enough against us, ladies and gents. I'm looking for a tower dive, by the way. And that's enough, ladies and gents, because by the way, your stacks still stay on the the Greystone even after the ultimate. So he ults and he tries to get that health back, but he still have that max stack. So that's like the big counterplay with the Shinbi against the Greystone, just purely from the fact that you can easily just finish off the Greystone even after he ults with your ultimate, as long as you just hold on to it. But definitely a very cool showcase. I'm a little sad that this didn't go on as long as I like, because I think definitely the core of this build is essentially it's the Megacosm, Tainted Scepter, and World Breaker. And what you can do with your Force Fist item, essentially you build more like tank, because you actually have plenty of damage with your Obelisk, your Megacosm, Tainted Scepter, World Breaker, and especially with the World Breaker item, you can build more tank items, and all the HP you gain from those tank items feeds into the World Breaker passive, so it's still building more magical power as the game goes on, especially with Obelisk with the free magical power stats it gives you. So what I saw was Flux Matrix was being built fourth, which is actually another great anti-tank item against like the Steel and the Sevarog, but also it enhances your damage, because when you're on top of Sony, they take more magical damage from the Flux Matrix passive. So you're building tanky, but you're still building items that can actually help you do still more damage as the game goes on. So pretty much like Snoop kind of perfected the offlane kind of build for Shinbi, and so I can say with confidence that this is probably one of the best ways to build Shinbi in this game at the current moment. We definitely saw it in action in the tournament, so I'm just very excited that I was able to show this build off to you guys. So definitely, I had a ton of fun casting for the Prime Circuit Championship. So for those who have not seen it, I'll probably link down like the VOD of it. I pretty much covered like the first half where I saw like the the professors beat out the Red Dojo, but then the professor got CO2 by worst timing. So when this video is being recorded, the tournament is still ongoing, and I'm off the clock from the rest of the tournament. But for me, I just got really excited seeing that Shinbi Offlane really having huge impact in the tournament that I just have to just do a video recording right now, because I'm just loving how the Shinbi was able to pop up in the tournament. So I just have to show that off to you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what the builds you want me to showcase. Thank you as always for all the amazing support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.